everyone can come in and start taking their seats, please. Tim, Brack, can you hear me? Do I need to lean into the microphone? Okay. Well, it's time to get the roast started, which is my favorite time of the evening. And before I do that, I want to just give a disclosure. We had meetings with our attorneys this week, and we want to make sure that everyone knows this. So I was asked to read this. It has nothing to do with collusion. Anything said from this point forward is the expressed opinion of the speaker. MDSI has nothing to do with, nor will claim any of it. For those in the room with sensitive ears, you better buckle your seatbelt. So that's our disclosure for the night. I'll probably read that once or twice throughout the evening. So get ready. Brian Taylor and I are going to MC tonight, and Brian's going to kick us off. So I want to bring him up, and as I do that, Matt made a comment that back in the day with Brian, and Patty, close your ears for just a second. So it made me think of a story when Brian was, no, come on up, Brian, this is all about you. So Brian and I were out on a golf event somewhere, and Brian was trying to get on the senior tour. This was not too long ago, and we had a late night the night before because he shot an 83, and I was caddying for him the day before. And the next morning, I'm laying there, and we were sharing a room, not the same bed, just a room. And I look over at him, and he's in the mirror, and he goes, I can still bring it. I'm like, waking up at 10:30 in the morning is not bringing it, my friend. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of who he is before I turn the mic over to him. So he mentioned that last week we were at Welch Allen for Show of Hands. And it's one of the funniest. I've been around BT for about 15 years, and he, as most of you know or have been around him, he does magic. He's a pretty funny guy. It's one of the single funniest things I've ever seen him do. It was me and Tim Brack, John Pritchard, and we get off the plane, and for no reason, he's walking down the terminal, and he sees one of the smoking rooms. And he walks over to it, and he looks inside at the people, and he goes, these rooms are getting a little smaller, yeah? So without further ado, I'll turn it back over to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Make sure you bring the guys up.
Thank you, yeah. Scotty was very bold on his very last night of employment. So it's very, very, very funny stuff. Some of that stuff was like half true. Patty, I swear to God I didn't do that much. Before we start, I'd like to bring our honored guests up in the You're welcome to bring a cocktail or a beverage of your choice. It could be a long night, Bill. What's he got? Yeah. Make yourselves comfortable. Susan, do we have Wi-Fi? Are we connected or no? Are we going to be able to? We're good. Good. Hi, Angie. Oh. Are you guys ready? I don't think you can share a drink, okay? Let's each have one. All right? I will say this. I've known both of these gentlemen for a long time. Almost probably 40 years, 30, 40 years probably. Yeah, we met in the womb, and it's great that they're both being honored tonight into the Hall of Fame. Last week, I was up to Scotty's story that he kind of commingled there. We were up at Welch Allen for a wonderful event, Show of Hands, and Karen was there. Where's Karen Darcy? There she is. I can't see with these lights. And Karen came up to me and she says, Bill is so nervous. More so than he is every other day. I said, well, how do you know? How do you tell the difference, for God's sakes? But anyway, this is all in fun, and thanks for the disclaimer, Scotty. I was going to pen that myself. But no, it's all in good fun, and we want to do it. So to start the evening off with our roasters, Michael Marks is here, who's a friend of the industry, actually. I've had the pleasure of listening to Michael's presentations, as have many of you in this room. And I think Michael is kind of like a little comfort blanket for Bill. And I think we're going to start off softly. Michael, please come on up.